I didn't have a strong relationship with the theater growing up. I mean, I went to the Guthrie on field trips like every kid in Minnesota does. But it really didn't speak to me in a way until I went to see an improv show. It was one of those moments of like, there, but for a little more courage, that could be me. My name is Butch Roy. I'm from Minneapolis, and I'm the founder and producer of the Improv A Go-Go. The Improv A Go-Go is a weekly showcase of unscripted improv performance from artists all over the Twin Cities and all across the country. I discovered improv, like a lot of people do that get into improv, by sitting in the audience and seeing an amazing show. I started taking classes, I began teaching, and from there started producing. I wanted more opportunities to be on stage, and I wanted to provide more opportunities to be on stage because I knew how hard it was to find stage time doing an improv show. We were always the other thing that was put on, Tuesday nights at 11 p.m. after the other shows. We knew we wanted to come together as five-man job and produce more opportunities for improvisers to get on stage and just do improv and make that the focus of the show. Five-Man Job is a trio that came together out of my student group. We really wanted to explore breaking all the rules and sort of experimenting with what can't be done. It was really fun to share that with the audience too, of like, we are challenging ourselves in a way that we aren't even sure is possible, and you get to be along for the ride. Let's see what happens. And I think that mentality and that mantra really has been sort of the backbone of a lot of things, of like, let's see what happens if we try and break it. Let's see what happens if we bend the rules a little bit. Let's see what happens if we give a stage to everybody and don't worry about money. So I learned how to run lights and produce shows and run tops and bottoms, and that became sort of key to the Go-Go. We made a handshake agreement with the theater. It was, as long as people keep coming to see this, you can have a home on our stage forever. When you're just pitching a show or trying to find stage time just to get your group out there in front of an audience, you don't realize how important it is to actually have a home space. Because when you're pitching to a theater and they're giving you a Friday night, you have to go with what works. You have to go with the tried and true and what is known. You don't get to try out the new crazy idea. And that's, I think, the hidden benefit to just having a home base where you can just come and experiment and try the weird thing. And audiences know that they're going to see something maybe a little unpolished, but they're never going to see the same thing ever again.
We've done a lot of work on this thing.
Oh, so much work on this thing. And then we had to do work to go ahead and fix all the work that we did. There's a lot of buttons on this that don't work. Well, like there's got 3 buttons that say nitrous because we thought we had it each time. None of them do nitrous.
So when we opened the show, tickets were $1. I have had people tell me that they found $1 in their car and decided to come to the show. And we wanted it to be that easy, like just as little barrier to entry as we could possibly make. When the nonprofits stabilized, we changed it to just pay what you like. And what we found was people paid far more than we thought they would be willing to, because it was all built on showcasing this community that we have. And when you support a community like that, they will support you back in ways that are really, really wonderful. You never know how important your silly Sunday night 25-minute set is going to be to somebody. I had a couple meet at our show, got engaged at a later show. There's a kid walking around in the world that exists because of our show. How weird is that? There are human beings that exist because of us. Twice I've gotten letters from people that thanked me after the show because they were incurably ill and came to see a night of theater that allowed them to forget that they're dying. I mean, how profound is that? And I have the letters like framed in my office because there's never going to be anything more important than that. That's the bar, right?